Hey guys, now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this triple monitor setup that you see going on here. Super powerful option for those of you who are working at home or are on the go. The other cool thing about this is that it will work with the Samsung Galaxy line of phones that support Dex. So you can turn your phone into a full functioning desktop, powerful computer by just adding the simple monitor. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now the M2 foldable monitor is going to give you a lot of flexibility when it comes to how you're going to be able to set up and consume or even create content. And I think that this is a creator's dream when you basically have a MacBook Pro M2, this is last year's generation, connected to this monitor where I now have 1, 2, 3 different screens, all via one USB-C cable. That to me is incredibly powerful. You're also looking at a 1080p FHD display, IPS, and again, it's also Visa mountable. So this also folds, so it folds to the other side if we wanted to. So you can see here I have a couple things going on. First of all, I have, again, my website, or in this case, YouTube on this side. I have my Facebook right here, and then I have my YouTube channel on the top. If I was designing, if I was editing, this just gives me a lot of flexibility. Now, if you are, let's say, for example, a realtor, there's a lot of flexibility that comes with this monitor as well, because what you're able to do is you're able to take this screen and continue to tilt it back all the way to the other side so that if you are working with a client or a prospect, you can actually have them see what you're seeing at the same time and share. This is also great for team meetings, right? If you don't have a large display and you want to be able to look at something on your screen, because you can mirror the same thing here, here, and here, and then have, again, a group of people consuming the content without having to have a projector or any kind of large display. So this is going to give you a lot of flexibility. Now, in the box, you're going to get a couple things. This extra screen is pretty light. You're looking at 3.57 pounds with an aspect ratio of 16:9. And again, you're looking at two monitors, 15.6 monitors, and they are 2 inches thick. So it's not, not very thick at all. So let's take a look at some of the accessories that you're getting. So first of all, this guy right here, this is a little hub, and this is not something that I'm using right now, but if you had a laptop that didn't support or device that didn't support this type of setup, you would use this, and this would also serve as a hub for you. It does come with a smaller USB, in this case HDMI, so standard HDMI to one of the smaller HDMIs, as you can see right there, right? So that's something that you'd be able to, again, to use as well. It all depends on the device. And then what you have is a series of USB-C cables, and the USB-C cables, and here's one option that you have. It does come with a charging brick if the monitor doesn't support. If your laptop doesn't support video out the way mine does, then what you would do is you would have this where you can actually provide some additional power to help it. Like, for example, I had my Samsung Galaxy S23 and Fold connected to, which you'll see in a second. It was able to power the display, or able to give me an image, but it needed some help. It needed some extra power. So in that case, I had to supply some power with a power adapter. So that's one of the settings that you'll have, or at least one of the setups that you'll require. Now, overall performance is really good. I just wanted to see where my mouse pointer is, and you can see me rotating right here. I'm going to come up to the top. Here's my mouse pointer right here, and then I'm going to come back over here, and you can see my mouse pointer over here. I'm going to go ahead and put this on mute so that we don't have the audio coming through, and I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and you're going to see that the video is going to continue to play and how it streams really nicely. And then over here, I can continue to navigate the web and look at my Facebook, and then over here I can look at other content. We're going to be at CES tomorrow, and we're going to be live streaming podcast style. We're trying to make it every single day, so make sure you check out what we're doing at CES. So here you can see that working. Let's take a closer look at the monitor now. Now, you do have a control here on this side, and you have a function button. I'm going to go into the controls real quick just to show you what we have here. So you have several things that you can control, very similar to what you'd find in any monitor. You have the brightness, contrast, black levels, and continue to go down, eco mode, and then also saturation and hue. Over here, you basically have your RGB settings. You have your OSD settings. You have your aspect ratio, right? We can determine how you rotate that. Now in this area, you have your signal source, which I have USB-C type 2. My low blue light level, or what's my blue light level, and right now I have it at 0, volume level, and then let's go back to that because it timed out. And then you have, if you have mute on or off. All right, now in this really close-up view, you can see all the controls that you have on the side. So here you have your key, which is going to be your function button. And this is what's going to allow you to go from mode to mode like I did. So going from a mirror mode to an extended view mode. On the Mac, you have your power, which is also going to be your toggle for your settings in your menu. Here you can see USB-C Type-C, and then that smaller version of HDMI. All right, now in this setup, I have the Samsung Galaxy Fold 5 connected to the M2s. And one of the things I just wanted to highlight is that basically you're running Dex Mode here, and you can see my mouse pointer moving around. So if you see it right here, so it's working. Now, the cool thing about this, and this is something I didn't really anticipate, is that I have basically, this is an extended monitor. So here I basically have my Dex, and then as I go down, here I have kind of like an extension to it. So you notice that it's starting from where settings are going down. And that's because of this kind of little toggle button. So I'm going to hit this one more time. It's going to switch. It kind of resets for a second, and it's going to reconnect. And now you see that I have this mirror effect. So before, what you saw was an extension, right? An extended display. And here now what you have is a mirror display. Cool thing about using Dex is that with Dex, I can still use my phone independently, and you can see that I have something going over here, and then simply tapping this button, now all of a sudden I am on Dex mode. So this turns the Samsung Galaxy S23, the Fold, any Dex-capable device into a powerful, powerful workstation. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.